Welcome to another exciting episode of Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papergoy, and it's another top 10. For those of you new to the channel, just stumbling across this, every week I do a top 10 of a different type of event or different person. We've done Madonna, we've done Taylor Swift, we've done Universal Monsters. So do check them all out. There is a convenient playlist for you. Today we're doing the Kentucky Derby, the most important race for the Sport of Kings, coming up soon. Rare 1935 Kentucky Derby ticket stub, Omaha Triple Crown, PSA graded, $400. That is really the trend nowadays in tickets, is to get them graded. If you've got tickets sitting around and they're for an important event or an early event, you may want to look into it. One of the problems, of course, is the turnaround time on them. Depends upon how fast PSA is turning things around. And the other problem, of course, is cost. That being said, those make people feel a little bit better to buy them. They know absolutely what it is that they're getting, and they do have a grade on it. So $400 for a ticket stub that has been graded. And PSA 2 is certainly not a PSA 1, poor condition. So look at that, PSA 1, poor condition. Kind of funny how the lister said PSA graded and didn't bother to mention it's a PSA 1. Probably one of those, hey, get you to click on it and not tell you that it's poor condition ticket to start with. But are you going to get $400 for it ungraded? Probably not. Coming in at number 9, Jockey and Rider Table Lamp, 132 Kentucky Derby Churchill Downs. Great looking item right over here, $350 on it. You know, again, if you've got a horse racing room or you just, you've got you're a trainer, whatever the case happens to be, this is, would be great sitting in the corner of that room. $350 if you happen to see it when you're out and about in your travels. Now you have an idea what something like this goes for. Coming in at number 8, 56 Kentucky Derby official program and tickets, $500. The program alone for these early programs are a couple of $100. So that, as you can see, the grading does add. That's 1935, $400. Now, it did have a Triple Crown in 1935, so it's going to be more collectible than the 1930 just because of that. But still, you could buy this and get the ticket graded. I'm pretty sure that would come across as a 1, given it's missing the corner on it as well. But you could probably get a couple $100 out of the ticket alone, let alone a few $100 off the program. So you could actually have made money buying this and then getting the ticket graded. So pretty neat item, though. I've never actually seen these early of Kentucky Derby programs out there. They don't tend to find their way up to New York. Vintage Leroy Neiman, Kentucky Derby Museum promo poster, autographed demo signed 97. This went for, the price isn't listed there, went for a little more, went for about $400 on this as well. Leroy Neiman, of course, is a famous artist. He did celebrities and he did sports events. He's got a distinctive style that you can definitely see. Maybe at some point I'll do a video on him as well. But got a distinctive style. Definitely worth picking his stuff up if you see it out there. It's not going to be cheap in general, as this going for $400 shows. But do keep your eyes open. You'll find them out there. People will have them framed up and for sale at estate sales. $50 you can probably pay for something like this. War Emblem Horse Racing Warren Halter with COA, 2002 Kentucky Derby and Preakness champ, $800. Game used, as they say over in the sports memorabilia area. Very interesting item. Not certain what you would do with it, but I guess you could say that about things that all of us collect, can't you? Pretty neat item, though, definitely. Warren Halter, $800. Not really the kind of thing you're going to find out in the wild too much, but at least now if you do happen to see one, you say, well, that's pretty neat. 1945 Kentucky Derby Churchill Downs Mint Julep Glass Short, Eddie Arcaro, $900 on this. Kentucky Derby glasses, the older ones from the 50s and before, definitely do keep your eyes open on them out there. They're a couple of $100 on up in general. I did pick up some from the late 50s through the 60s into the early 70s at a thrift store. Got very, very lucky on that deal. Unfortunately, there was nothing from the 40s, but you never know. Keep hope alive. And it's one of those things, when you go to sales and the people don't really know what they have, and they're just like, a bunch of glassware. You see something like this and they're scarf it up, as Mr. Magazine would say. Secretariat, without a doubt, is the most collectible horse out there. More so than Man of War, more so than any other one you can think of. Secretariat, 1973 Kentucky Derby program, signed, framed, Ron Turcotte. $1,000 this ended up going for. Really, really neat little item over there with the program and more. Anything Secretariat, the Time magazine that he was on the cover of, Sports Illustrated, those are all $75 to $100 if you happen to see those out there, or at least they were last time I looked them up. So Secretariat definitely is the one that you're going to want. Coming in at number 3, 41 Kentucky Derby Festival pins, including the first one produced in 1973. $1,850. I want you to remember that, $1,850. Keep that in mind. There's a reason why in the bonus area. $1,850 on that. Great looking items over here. Nice little pins as well. $1,850. 1973 Secretariat Triple Crown Set, Kentucky Derby, Preakness, Belmont, $2 tickets. What people did was, rather than cashing this ticket in, they saved them. And probably a good thing they did. I don't know what Secretariat paid on a $2 bet, probably $2.30. So you could have gotten $6.90 back in 1973, or you could have held on to it for a few years and gotten $3,005. Crazy thing about this is it doesn't even look good. It really doesn't. You have to know that he's a 3-horse. You have to know that he's the 1-horse, and so on. Not a good-looking collectible, and it went for $3,005. No mention of the horse. No mention of no picture. No nothing. So crazy, but good. And the number 1 item for the week: Kentucky Derby Rare 1941 to 44 Gray Beetleware Bakelite Glass, perfect condition. $6,800 on this. Gentleman was actually selling off his personal collection. Said he had the entire collection less 2 glasses. He got $6,000 for another one from the 40s as well, just to let you know. Tremendous collection, tremendous items. Obviously, he's been a long-time collector, so he knows exactly what he has and knows exactly how to market it and price it. And to get $6,800, whoever bought it from him knows the rarity of it. But now you know as well. A few bonus items. I bring this up only because if you see it out there and you're thinking to yourself, do I really want to lug that up from the basement? If you're asking $20, yeah, you do. Daily Racing Form Chart Books Monthly, all 12 books, 1938, $300 on that. And just dry reading, I am sure. Let's see if they show some insides. Nope, they just show the cover of each of the racing forms. That would just be heavy to carry up, and of course it would be down in the basement with the worst stairs in the world, because that's just where these things are always found. But for $300, I guess I suffer through and do so. Secretariat Bust, 1973 Kentucky Derby winner, Triple Crown, new statue, rare box, $225. Really, really a great looking item right over there. You can see that sitting in the, sitting on your desk or something like that in your office. Just a nice, nice looking item out there. Does come with the box as well. So if you happen to see that out there, now you kind of know. 1973, I'm sensing a theme. Kentucky Derby Horse Racing Original Churchill Downs Program Secretariat, $199. The years around there do not go for anything close to that. Again, it's Secretariat. He moves the needle. Remember 1973. You keep your eyes open for anything that has him on there. You can get $199 for a program. Set of Kentucky Derby Festival pins, all but 1973. $450. What number do we ask you to remember earlier? $1,850. So all of them except 73, you get $450. You include 73, you get $1,850. Yeah, just saying. Probably learn what the 1973 one looks like and keep your eyes open for it, especially you're in the Kentucky area, whatever, where something like this may be out there. This would be the kind of thing that's sitting in some estate sale or dealer's junk box or up over at the front counter in one of the little containers like this. And they're like, everything in there's $5 each. Know what the 73 looks like? He may not. He may not know the value of it. Now you do. 1922, this is awesome, $1,500. Training diary and photo, Frank Wire, Kentucky Derby winner, Old Rosebud. It's got his diary in there where he lists the various training of the various horses. How awesome is that? I mean, obviously one of a kind. item right over there, 1922. The horse ran second, $1,500. Absolute piece of history you'd be holding in your hand there. I do notice that the seller horse racing stuff as well, especially seller. Those are the people that can get more money for something like this because they have dedicated customers who just deal in that. Somebody like me that's more of a general paper dealer, less likely to have somebody find it when they're doing their search, so I would end up getting less money. Just letting you know. One of the advantages of being a specialty dealer, which I am not. Kentucky Derby horse racing glasses. This is a very confusing listing. $4,000 he got on it, but some of the glasses in the picture are already sold. What? The listing has a list of the glasses that are included in this buy it now. So then you've actually got to go here and see that, yeah, he's got a 45, two 45s, a 48, a different 48, and so on. So you're talking about, what, 2, 4, 6, 11, 13, 17. It's fun to watch me count. 21 glasses over here, which you really can't really count the 2003 one, whatever. But he got $200 a glass. Well, the money's obviously in those early ones, the 1940 ones. But kind of an interesting little listing. He must have had these over here, taken a picture of the whole thing, sold a bunch of them off, and hopefully, and this is one of the problems that you run into on any of the auction sites, hopefully your purchaser reads things. And this would be one that if I were to have made this sale, I would message the buyer and I'd say, just so you know, here is what you are getting. Are you fine with that? Rather than have a negative. And if you want other great information like that, do make sure that you like and subscribe. A new top 10 every Tuesday on who knows what the topic might be. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next video. Hit the like button. Thank you.